No mourners, no funerals. Bonjour! Today I'm going to be doing a review of Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. So, I've been wanting to read this book for so long. I pre-ordered this in like June and it came out in September, and I even met the author, and it's just like was one of my highly anticipated books I just really needed to read. So I'm so happy I finally read this book. So this book is about a heist in the Grisha world. The main character, Kaz, is called to do this impossible heist to breach the unbreachable, the ice core. He brings 5 of his members to help him breach the ice core. This book was so epic and exciting. It's so much better than the Grisha trilogy. I did not see that coming at all because the Grisha trilogy is like one of my all-time favorite books. So the fact that this was so much better was just like mind-boggling. Like, I thought Leigh was such an amazing writer and she's 10 times better in this book. I'm like, what? How is that even possible to improve on perfection? So this book takes place a couple years after the end of the Grisha trilogy. I don't think it is absolutely necessary to read the Grisha trilogy to read Six of Crows. But if you are interested in reading the Grisha trilogy, if you like the first book, if you read an excerpt and you're interested, go ahead and finish the Grisha trilogy and then read Six of Crows. There's this huge fake spoiler for the end of the Grisha trilogy in this book. It's just like casually mentioned. I'm not going to go into why it's a fake spoiler because that's like too spoilery already. I am so happy that I listened to people telling me to like finish the Grisha trilogy because I had one book left before reading this book. So people were like, no, go read it. There's a huge spoiler, and I'm so happy that I listened to them because there's this huge fake spoiler in Six of Crows, and it would have threw me off and just like ruined the last book for me if I had read this first. So thank goodness I didn't. But if you read the first book and you did not like it and you're not interested in continuing or finishing the series, then go ahead and skip the Grisha trilogy and jump right into Six of Crows. It's fine. You don't need it. Only read the Grisha trilogy before Six of Crows if you're really interested in it and if you really liked it. I do suggest you go check out the Grisha trilogy though. I mean, a lot of people didn't like it. It's not for everybody, but I absolutely loved it. It's one of my all-time favorite series. I gave this book 5 stars. It completely blew me away. That's all I can say without spoiling this book. So if you have not read Six of Crows, beware, spoilers are ahead. So goodbye. So it took me about 100 pages to get into this book after they went over travel plans, and once they were on the ship is when I really got into the book. I also really loved about this book is that when they were on the ship and literally like nothing was happening, Leigh took this opportunity to tell character backstory. Like, you would think that the ship parts would be boring because like they were just chilling around on the ship waiting to board, but no, they were so interesting. She told us Kaz's backstory. She told us a little bit of Inge's. I don't know how to say her name. I'm sorry. I think she even told us something more about Nina and everything. I really love that. And I really felt for Kaz and Inge. Like, their stories were so sad. They did not deserve that. They were such good people. They're like, that was horrible. Whenever characters got close, they're like, hey, let's go get some waffles. Like, if we totally survive this, let's go back to Ketterdam, go to IHOP and like get some waffles. Like, I'm down. Like, that was so weird and like funny. Like, well, waffles exist in the Grisha world? What? Okay, I'm cool with that. I loved all of the characters so much. I think my favorite characters are like a tie between Inge, Nina, and Kaz. I did really like Jesper and Wylan, but I wasn't a huge fan of them. Like, not because like they're not great characters or anything, but I was just like so invested into like the other characters. And Matthias. Oh my god, the names are so hard. I'm just gonna say it the way you would say it in Italian, Matthias. He kind of scared me in the beginning. I was like, oh my god, like when they first met, he tried to freaking like kill Nina. Like, that scared the crap out of me. I was like, whoa, calm your rage, man. And I was so curious, like, why do you hate Nina? Why did you try to kill her? Like, the whole book, I was just like, I want to know! Tell me! Why? Why does he want to kill her? And we finally find out, and I was, like, really confused because he kept yelling at them, like, don't trust Nina. She betrayed me. Like, she's horrible. She's a terrible person. I was like, but she seems so nice. What happened? Why? And then we finally find out that she didn't actually betray him. It was kind of like a mistake and stuff, and I was like, oh yes, it wasn't, she didn't actually betray him. I was so happy. And I was so happy that they got back together. Like, they were so cute, and like the reunion after the And the ice court was just adorable. I really loved how Matthias like was able to look past his prejudice against Grisha's and fall in love with one. Like that was just so beautiful. I loved it. Also the part in the ice court when he's trying to get Nina away from the General Brum, and he was just like, yeah, I am so happy that Nina is like behind bars. Like that's what she deserves. She's like disgusting little Grisha. I got really scared. We read his point of view on the ship. He kept thinking about how he wanted to betray everybody and like kill Nina. So I was like really scared at that point. I really loved EJ. Like she is so cool. She's so awesome. She's so brave. And I really love how she was trained as an acrobat in the circus. Like that's such a great asset to have, especially her being like the spider. I also really love that part where Kaz is like going down the river and he's thinking about EJ and like how he loves her. It's so cute. I need to read it. He needed to tell her that she was lovely and brave and better than anything he deserved, that he was twisted, crooked, wrong, but not so broken that he couldn't pull himself together into some semblance of a man for her, that without meaning to, he'd begun to lean on her, to look for her, to need her near. Oh, so cute! Oh my god! And then after he realizes that and he actually survived, and so does EJ, EJ is like, I'm gonna go, and he's like, no, I want you, and then she's like, oh really? How? And then she tells him that famous line that everybody keeps quoting, Kaz Brecker, I will have you with no armor, I will not have you at all. And he just like walks away like, yeah, I don't like you, bye. I'm just like, Kaz, kidding me? Get your feelings together and be with NJ because you know you freaking like her. So stop denying that you don't like her. But God, and then she gets taken. My God, oh my God, like seriously. Oh, so sad. Why did they have to take her? In the beginning though, when she gets stabbed and then Kaz's reaction to it was like, whoa, he totally has feelings for her. So stop denying it, Kaz, okay? Like he pulled that guy's eye out and just threw them in the sea. I was like really terrified of Kaz when that happened. I was like, okay, let's not mess with him anymore. I love how like in the beginning, they had like a couple victories, but then everything after that just completely went wrong. But despite all of that, they barged out of the ice core with a freaking military tank. Like that was so awesome and cool. I loved that. Also, the ending was so unexpected. I did not see that coming. And that part when like Van Eck was like, how are you gonna get the Kue, whatever? Like I have him. And he's like, oh really? And then Van Eck was like, you're outgunned. And I was just like, Hamilton, we're outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. We gotta make it all out stand. And you're gonna be my right hand man. Totally did not see that coming. How Wyland got like tailored as like the guy and then they got Nina him away. That was genius. I did not see that coming at all. I'm so sad though that they got freaking conned. Like that was like they breached the unbreachable ice court. Some members got injured, like they risked their lives and they almost died. Like they were so close to dying in so many parts, and then they just got cheated out of all that money, and on top of that NJ gets freaking kidnapped. That's horrible. Oh my God, like they went all through all of that. NJ got stabbed too. All of that for nothing. And also the end when they go and like visit Pekka and he like signs away his shares. I wonder if he really did sign away his shares, or if he like conned Pekka to get back at him for conning his brother. And I love how he pickpocketed him. He was like, what? Where's my pit? Wait, oh my God, my wallet's gone. Oh my God, yes, go Kaz, yas, go. I have a feeling he did give him his shares though, because I feel like if he didn't, that would have been a little bit of a giveaway. And also if he did that, then Pekka would be like after Kaz and stuff. He couldn't get the revenge he wanted. So I think he was honest in that, and then the way he like got him back subtly was like pickpocketing him. I don't know, but I need Booktube because holy crap, this was amazing. That's all for this review. I hope you enjoyed. Comment below what you thought about Six of Crows. Au revoir!